Hey, it's Diana, Screens in Focus, and I'm here to share with you some things that I have recently watched that I wanted to share with you, and I'm just kind of winging it here, so stay with me. So first, I wanted to share with you, and foremost, I wanted to share with you True Detective. I love this series. I've seen each season, and they've all been so good, and it takes a while for each season to be developed and put out there, so it has been a while. But if you've never seen True Detective, you can go back and watch from the very first season with Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. So good. Anyway, it has been highly anticipated this season 4, and I saw that Jodie Foster was going to be in this one. I'm like, okay, I'm really excited to watch this. Man, they had the first episode on Sunday on Max. It is so good. It was amazing. It had this kind of spiritual, deep energy going on, very ominous, great storytelling, great character development. You learn so much about these characters, or actually you learn little tidbits about these characters, and it makes you want to learn so much more. Of course, there's this crime going on that they are trying to solve, which is just so mysterious. You can't figure out what happened to a group of people, a group of scientists. This is filmed, what appears to be Alaska, but I believe they filmed in Iceland. But it is very cold, it is very dark, and both dark physically and emotionally. But it is so good. It is one of the best first episodes of a series. It just had me gripped. The performances are just amazing, and along with Jodie Foster is, I believe her name is Kaylee Reese. I'm not sure if I have that correct. Let me get that for you. Yes, Kaylee Reese. She was so good. I didn't know her before, but I found out she was a boxer, which was very cool. And you can totally tell because she is totally buff, very in shape. And she's just so amazing. And you know, there's this backstory with her. And what I love about this show is that just in this first episode, they are trying to figure out this crime, and there's more history between those two. But there's this crime going on, and also a previous crime that they are working on. But then you also get their lives, their complicated lives that have so much baggage. But it is so good. They are phenomenal. I just know I'm going to love this series. It is the full series, even though it's only been episode 1. It is directed and I believe written by Issa Lopez, which now I want to go back and watch everything that she has done. But it is just off to a great start. I think you should check it out. It is an anthology series, so you're not missing anything if you haven't seen any of the other seasons. So you can check this out, and you can also go back and watch the other seasons because I love them all. So please check out True Detective Night Country on Max. It is so good. Okay, also, I just watched the Emmys. Did you catch this last night? Now, I've been watching all the award shows lately, the Golden Globes, the Critics' Choice Awards, and the shows that I'm going to mention here have been sweeping all of those awards because they're all so good, and they made my must-watch 2023 list. So you can go back to screensinfocus.com and check out my blog post on 8 TV shows and 8 movies that you should watch. And you can check this out at any time, but it is there for you to check out if you're looking for TV shows and movies to watch. But these 3, all one, and that is Beef with Steven Yeun and Ali Wong. It is one of my favorite TV shows of last year. They both won and the show won. Also, The Bear with Jeremy Allen White. Man, that show is so good. And you should be watching that. That's on Hulu. Man, he's been doing a lot of things. I actually did a review on Iron Claw, which he is actually in also, which I loved. And there is a blog post on that. You can go to screensinfocus.com and check that out for my review. I also have a review on YouTube. So if you go there, you can check out my video, but if you rather just read it, you can go to screensinfocus.com and look at my blog post. But anyway, the Bear one also, and so did Io Adibri. they are just so phenomenal. There was more awards for The Bear also, and also Succession. Now, I have to tell you, I wasn't on board originally. I had to watch like the first episode 3 or 4 times to get past that and on to the rest of Succession. But after that, I was in for it and I watched it all. I'm so glad I did, because it really swept the awards with so many wins. And again, along with Kieran Culkin and Sarah Snook and others. So it's just a great show. So I'm so glad that The Bear, Beef, and Succession won. And what I also loved about the Emmys is that they showcased a lot of the older shows that I actually love, and they had a lot of reunions with people on there, like Cheers and Martin, and just different shows. Oh, Grey's Anatomy. And so it was just really great to see all these shows highlighted on the Emmys. So I would say check that out if you can. Also, there was a memoriam on there, and they did pay tribute to all the actors. And of course, at the very end, they did showcase Matthew Perry, and they did incorporate the song, the Friends song, which I thought was it was kind of heart-wrenching, but I really appreciated seeing that. And I always appreciate the memoriam, to see all the actors that have come and we have given their talent. And so that was a really great Emmys. If you haven't try and catch it. You can check out the highlights on YouTube. I also want to share with you The Trust. And that is a reality show on Netflix. And I just binged this. I binged like all the episodes that were out, and I believe Wednesday some more episodes will drop. But this is about greed, and it's a little bit like Survivor. So this group gets a group of money, and they can all leave happy with their share of the money. Or if they think if someone is not deserving, they boot them out and they get a more lump sum. So it's very interesting to see who boots who out. Some women gather together, some men gather together, and there's also generational groups also. So that has been really interesting. So if you like reality shows and you like a little bit of drama and you want to see, you put yourself in their place. Would I do this? Would I take the money? Would I boot somebody out? What would you do? So you can check that out. That is on Netflix. And I think that's all I have for you today, but stay tuned. I do have more. Also, we are going to be covering The Ones Who Live, which is a spinoff of The Walking Dead, my favorite show. And so stay tuned for that podcast coming out in February. But we will be doing some earlier podcast episodes on Rick Grimes, his journey, the influences he has had. So stay tuned to Screens in Focus and check that out. Again, you can go to screensinfocus.com to subscribe to our website, and also to read any of the blog posts that we have on there, and to get to our social media. All right, let me know what you're watching, because I would love to know, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.